descent. As always, I have not looked into this game. I don't know much or anything about it, so all reactions will be genuine, if any. Oh, there was a cough in amongst there. Whew. Anyway, on how to get the best possible experience. Ooh, should not be played to win. Oh, okay. World and story. Fair enough. We play for stories anyway. Do not worry about when and how to save during early game. We'll take care of that for you. Oh, isn't that nice? Just choose save and exit, and then you can just continue, which is handy. Dangerous place and you're extremely vulnerable. Do not try to fight and can instead use your wits, hide, or even run if necessary. Interplay is important because this is vital to set up the gamma quickly. Use the slider to just score at the right is barely visible. It's pretty good where it is. In the dark room with headphones on. Oh well. We've got that's everything covered. However, with my new actually working headset, it only has one headphone. So
don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. My name
I must not be in focus. My name is
I am
Daniel.
Daniel.
Huh. So it's my name, so this could be about me. I doubt it though. Can you move? Sort of. Oh, here we go. We're up. Mentos, man. You should check these whenever you get stuck. Okay, we need to go into options. Let's see, where is it? Show hints, death hints, crosshair. Input. Invert right stick look. Much better. Man, this is dark. I can see us dying a lot in this. Whoa. Okay, so we can't go any further than there. What was that? Man, this is gonna be a trip. Okay, circles crouch, X is jump. Notes. None are available! Ah! Mementos. Follow the liquid trail and find its source. Ah. So we are doing the right thing. But how do we interact with objects? What button do we press? R2! There we go. Tinder boxes. Nice. Number is shown in inventory. Can we open this? There we go. Can we grab the shirt? No. Press L1 to throw the door open or shut depending on the direction you face. Okay. Grab it. Press L1. Grab it. L1. Sweet. Man, I'm standing maybe 2 feet from the TV and I can barely see anything. That is the point, so we will stick with it. Okay. That was weird. More liquid trail. What's in here? Anything? Another tinderbox. Nice. Can't put it in any... Yeah! Pity we can't equip any of this armor. Probably come in handy. We tried to grab that, thank you. There we go. Can we jump in there? Come on, let me in there and hide. Come on, let me get under there. Nope. Fine. Can't hide in the wardrobe. This looks inviting. Whoa. Once there, your sanity will slowly drain. Turn on lights and use the tinderbox to search for other sources of light. Ah, okay. So lighting is very important. Ooh, what have we got here? A shirt. And I bet that used up a whole tinderbox. Whoa. Where are the candles? Ah, there's some. Yep. Well, I'm not going to waste on the tinderbox. Whoa. Old archives. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in his stomach. Hazel remained hidden in fear. She too would be punished. Ooh. That sounds brutal. Oh, what do we got? What's that say? Anything on the back? Same thing. Will reduce your sanity. It can be increased by completing puzzles and making progress. Huh. We're slowly losing our sanity. Light. Ah. Lovely, refreshing light. What's down here? Floating papers. Isn't that nice? The lantern! When filled with oil, it can be turned on by pressing square or setting in the inventory. We have a lantern! Yay! Probably use this thing sparingly. Creepy noises. There's a fire. Tinderbox. Thank you. Can we get that in there? Sort of. Ugh. Can't pick up the paper. Oh, that might have something interesting on it. We have a lantern. I'm not gonna light that. Okay, it made us look here.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Huh. More oil for the lantern. Yay! Ooh, bright. To add more oil, press X over the oil item. What have we got? What's that? Oh, it must be flower petals or something, maybe. We can't keep any of this either, so just grabbing it to throw around. Ooh. Oh, hello, secret door. Entrance door. fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just like the ones at the consulate in Constantinople. To run, hold down L2 while moving. Probably a useful tip. Whoa. Something bad happened in here. Whoa.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
So, a long way away then. Ooh, drippy drippy. Someone's bleeding. Ooh, what have we got? More oil and another tinderbox. Thank you. Giving us a lot of that stuff though. I'm wondering if we're going to be needing it. Okay. So we can't go that way yet. Fair enough. And do. We'll go back this way. Go up the stairs first.
No! Get away from me!
What the? That swung around all by itself. Okay. Boarded up the door. Of course it won't budge, you silly thing. It's boarded up. That's caved in. And what do we have here? Door and stairs leading back down to another boarded up door. Fair enough. Let's see what's through. Archives! Travelling to Dover meant going through Canterbury. He made sure to pay a visit to avoid the sense of guilt connected with neglect of family. Pay a visit? Relatives, perhaps? Living or dead, though? Probably living. A light! Precious light. Oh, another note.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Why do I now have the feeling that whatever was found is the reason for all the mess this character is now in? Nothing, nothing. Damn. With the light shining on, I thought there was bound to be something there. But no. Found a diary page. Is there any more? What's through here? Study him. Study. Is there anything in here? Any diary pages? Hello? Yes, there is. Look at this. We've got something.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Well, he clearly got out somehow, so... Oh. Quill and ink. We'll leave that there. Doorway! That's the one we came in. Hang on. Oil. You shall fill up our lantern. It's now half full. Anything interesting? There's an ornament. Libri Veterans. Aha! Thank you. Oil in a tinderbox. It pays to look around. Anything over here? Oh, nope. That'll work. Empty picture frame. It won't open. It's locked. Local history. Huh. So what's in here? Whoa. Mind trip is what's in there. And now... Did we just hear some weird voice? You know what? I think I'm lost. What's this? Whoa!
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
You're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
East wing, western hall. Huh. Fair enough. nice. More oil and a couple more tinder boxes. Sweet! Oh, piano music. Oh, they did just say things would start caving in. Oh, here we go. Another page. Whoa.
17th May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the
My
enchanting
weakened
light.
body was heavy to carry, but I managed something. I missed it.
It was nothingness. I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Nice. Oop, look, another tin box. Thank you. Book. Don't want that though. Empty. And a couple more books. Ooh, is there a secret drawer? Doesn't look it. Well, that could be. No. Okay, well, we found all 3 diary sections from that. Oh dear, we can't go back. Must go forward. Which means maybe. No, there's something we're now missing. Oh, there's the piano. Whoop, hang on, more oil. Yeah, gotta keep our eyes open. Wait, what's that through there? Fragile, but not breakable by hand. Huh. So does that mean... there's something we can grab? Kingdom of Prussia. Ooh, Central Prussia. And just some pages. Wow, that's a lot of scrolls. Let's see if this book will help. Come on, get in there. Nope. Come on. Ah. Do we have anything? No, we don't. Put some more of that in there. Health. All is good. Sanity. Slight headache. Oil is good. Journal and some tinder boxes. Wait, what's this? Lantern. On. Okay. So there's nothing in the maps room. Floor plan? Is there anything in here? Yep, look, another tinderbox. Man, we are finding them everywhere. We might actually be stuck here. Which would kind of suck. Because we probably missed a heap of stuff. What's in here? Anything interesting? Another scroll, probably a map. More map scrolls. Bottom? Just another scroll. Can't pick up that rock. Man, that really bites. Maybe we can hit it with a chair. Yeah! Oop.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Man, this is... It's like it's actually talking to me because my name is Daniel, so this is... Interesting down here before we end the episode. There's another sheet of paper. That'll work. Alstad and Brunningen Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore in Alstad, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbour, Castle Brandenburg. The quiet, forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes are picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travellers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Alstad at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Alstad, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The Immortal Baron. The Baron of Brandenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Alstad, and like most those of noble birth, rumours are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage, Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. And on that note, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We do daily gameplay videos. I respond to all comments. I'd like to join the family. And just write that because I can. Until next time, stay safe, stay beautiful, and keep flying. It may not be much, but for some that's enough. Bye!